Welcome back to match 2. This is Old Man Poole. We have won the dice roll, and we are going to play first. Ooh, I didn't think there were very many hands that we wouldn't want to keep, but I guess the 5 landers are still dangerous. How keepable do we think this is? We have 5 2-drops in the deck. We are on the play. Can't play Arterial Flow. I think this is not quite bad enough to mulligan, but I could see this hand just being miserable either against my opponent's matchup or just if we find too many more lands, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't know. I think this is one of those hands that depends on my feeling each day. Like, sometimes I think I'd mulligan this. Obviously, if we knew my opponent was quite aggressive, we probably would mulligan. Opponent went down to 6, but put a card on top. Let's start off with our Swamp. That way, if we find Swamp next draw, and then Arterial Flow, we can still cast it. Things like that. Forsaken Sanctuary. Man, it's just gonna be vampires all day. Looks likely. Ooh, Famished Paladin. Great draw. Great draw. Literally the dream. I mean, it can't attack, but it's still a card that we can play. So it's possibly splashing for something off the Forsakens? Okay, it looks like he is, actually. Traveler's Amulet. Interesting. So he could be playing like a many color treasure-based deck, or he could have something like Profane Procession that he's splashing for. I don't think it's in our best interest to just swing randomly with Famished Paladin, so we're just going to hold it back here. Try and go all in with the Vampire Revenants. Be interesting to see what he cracks for the Traveler's Amulet for. If he goes and gets like Forest or something. Mountain. Okay, yeah, so I think he's probably playing a many-colored treasure deck, if I had to guess. The fact that he's probably 1-0 means that the deck's probably pretty good, too. It means that we may need a more proactive hand in the future. Champion of Dusk is nice, though. Since it's probably pretty likely with all these different lands all flying around that my opponent's got some pretty good bombs and pretty good removals, being 1-0 and all. Champion of Dusk still can provide us a lot of value, though. This will be a really great, like, last card in our curve that just refills our hand with good stuff. Okay. Ooh, interesting. He's gonna get a treasure on his upkeep and step. Well, let's see what my opponent's playing. Cast a Vampire Revenant. We'll get in with our Revenant. It's possible that we should just get in with the Famished Paladin. Since it might be that it'll just like drop a crazy bomb at some point, we won't be able to swing with it ever. And it's not really looking like we're gonna have to use it to block, but play the Vampire Revenant there because we want to draw an extra card off Champion of Dusk. Okay, if you got it, you can play it now. Golden Demise. Alright. Pretty good. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It burns us. We still sandbagging? I think we're still sandbagging. Trying to get as many draws as possible. Famished Paladin's gonna get in there. Not too much we can do against Golden Demise in our deck, unfortunately. I think it does wreck our flying Vampire Revenant strategy quite a bit. I think they play Golden Demise is good, but maybe not absurd, because that might mean he doesn't have another bomb in hand. The other means is good, though. Especially against our Famished Paladins. Yeah, this might be a tough matchup for us. Alright, Champion of Dusk, now is your time. I guess hopefully he doesn't have counter magic. That would be embarrassing. Well, Dark Nourishment means we'll increase the size of our Famished Paladins. Same with Glorifier means we can get in for a little bit. This Trove of Temptation actually has done a good job of kind of removing the offensive, though. We have to attack, right? And my opponent's perfectly happy to block that. Yeah, Sailor Means makes these guys look pretty bad. My opponent's definitely got a send here. Ooh. He's playing Kitesail Corsair, that actually makes you feel a little bit better. He clearly doesn't have a bomb in hand here. Otherwise, he's definitely can play it. Another Famished Paladin. Well, the Dark Nourishment's going to do some work when we get to play it. Do we play the Glorifier and the Paladin? I guess so. Get maximum untaps. We've got 7 mana, so we're just not going to use the Nourishment quite yet. Would we rather have a bigger creature or some more medium creatures? I guess some more medium creatures. So we're probably going to play Paladin and Glorifier. Let's swing with our champion first. I think it's very likely that he blocks, but if he did have something, keeping Dark Nourishment up is good. And we're going to put the counter on this Famished Paladin. And we're going to play Evolving Wilds and crack Evolving Wilds, because I don't think it matters too much if my opponent knows what's up. And pass back. So next turn, presuming he doesn't have anything, do we have lethal? We can take him down to 7. We might. What if he has, like, Settle the Wreckage? That'd be pretty bad. Maybe he's enabling Raid. I'm not actually sure why you'd swing at the Corsair there. Oh, Recaller, yeah. So enabling Raid. What's he bouncing? I guess that Famished Paladin, probably? And another treasure. Treasures for days. Oh, what if he's playing the Revel in Riches? Oh, the ultimate blowout. That would be pretty funny. I guess the big question here is, can we swing for lethal? If we Dark Nourishment this, swing with everything, he blocks, we have 10 on the dot. If he has nothing that does it, I guess that's probably still just okay, even if he does have a removal spell. We're still not doing terribly. And if he doesn't, I mean, winning the game does sound pretty nice, so let's go for it. Okay, and we won. So, Golden Demise, bunch of lands. I think it's just likely that my opponent just wasn't able to find like his big payoffs for the deck, which is definitely a risk with the Sailor of Means treasure making deck, but hopefully that just means he's not super threat dense too. Do we want to bring in like Cleansing Ray, just deal with Trove of Temptation? Trove of Temptation was really good against our Famished Paladins. Recover might be important. I wonder if we even want to take the Paladins out. I wonder if Raider's Wake's good against this opponent. It potentially could hurt his development pretty quickly. I actually think I kind of like Raider's Wake. It's interesting though, because we don't want to take out too many of our creatures. Revenant seems good. These all seem fine. Maybe we cut one Famished Paladin. That does put us pretty low on 2 drops, but we're not going to need them defensively. We do want to definitely have them before we play something like Raider's Wake, but alright, sure. I think that actually might be a sweet sideboard tech. It may end up being just really bad, but if we have our opening hand and we have a couple of creatures, Raider's Wake does do some good work. Alright, this hand is perfectly keepable. Well, yeah, I think it is a keep. It's a little bit less good than it immediately looked since we can't cast either of our white spells. Once going first though, I think, yeah, we're not tossing this back, even though it's not real exciting. Okay, see, hand's fine now. Voracious Vampire, just as your lone 3-drop with no enter the battlefield triggers, kind of unexciting, but we're definitely playing it. Kitesail Corsair. Alright. The beatdown version of the treasures deck. This is a game where we really would have loved to have a Famished Paladin. The Squire's Devotion would have been sick next turn, but not to be. Alright, I think our opponent's taken us as low on life as he did the entire last game, so I'm definitely terrified. Natural Grixis over there, and Dinosaur Hunter. Okay, maybe he just didn't find like any of his creatures or something. He had cast Voracious Vampire. I'm not going to block, but we will cast Squire's Devotion probably next turn. And would we do it into open mana? Ideally my opponent taps out, but we might anyway. Traveler's Amulet. he has to crack Amulet for a land, that would be okay. Alright. Unwilling to swing a Dinosaur Hunter, but this has Menace, that means I would... why would he do that? An instant speed creature, you would do that. If he had removal, he'd swing with Bull. There's probably a good answer there. I feel like when I can't figure these sort of things out, this is what costs me games a lot of the time. He's only got 3 cards left. What are the odds that he has, like, Bombard or Vanquish the Weak? Really not irrelevant. I think I'm actually going to swing with Voracious Vampire first and see if he kills it. And then play Squire's Devotion. I don't think a life matter is going to matter all that much, but getting an extra Vampire is pretty important. I don't want to throw this card away. So let's swing with our Voracious Vampire. It may be that we'll really be in trouble in a life back and forth, but I think we're more likely to just lose to like a random bomb. So my opponent's F6 though, so I don't feel as bad pulling this off. Oh, no. Does he have it? He does not. Alright, so we missed out on 1 point of damage to our opponent and a little bit of life for us, but I don't hate that. And that means the Champion of Dusk will be significantly better next turn. We'll draw 3 off of him. Forest. He never got a forest last game, I don't think. Pretty sure he could have. Friendly Fire. Okay. At least it wasn't in response. Like, that's good, but... Champion of Dusk, hopefully he'll do a pretty good job of stalling up the board now. Vampire. Draw a couple of extra cards. We're at a little bit of risk of flooding out, and that was not great, but we can still Dark Nourishment away our opponent's Kitesail Corsair, which is kind of his main threat that we can see. We have Luminous Bonds as well. This has been a pretty clunky draw from us, but it's not doing too much yet. Ooh, Azor's Gateway. That is a great card. It's funny because, well, actually, is this better than Merfolk Looter? Probably, because you just can't kill it. Although you have to pay mana to do it. Yeah, it's a great card, and it's still worse than a common. From, admittedly, a time in Magic's past, but still a common. Well, not inspiring. I guess we swing with the Champion, but... not our Vampire. I don't think we need a Dark Nourishment, the Dinosaur Hunter. I think we'd rather get the Kitesail Corsair off the board. We just have a lot of things that interact favorably with the Dinosaur Hunter. Let's swing with our Champion. This is a good looting effect. Alright. And... yeah, let's crack Evolving Wilds. Again, I don't think we're giving my opponent too much information with that. Thin our deck a little bit more since we have more lands than we're ever going to be happy playing already. Azor's Gateway. Exiling. Well, probably not land. Looks like, well, maybe. I guess he's missed 1 land drop. Teonali's Crown? Weird. That is not what I would have expected. I'm not sure what my opponent's deck is. I wonder if he sideboarded away from something. It still feels weird, though. We are going to Dark Nourishment, the Kitesail Corsair. Not going to chump block. Go back down to 10. And hope to not draw land. That's probably our #1 goal. Rotting Looter. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. That's going to get him towards his bombs pretty quickly. And we just got rid of one of our only real ways to interact with it. Pitching Squire's Devotion. Well, that's what we call a lot of lands, folks. I guess we just gotta wait. That doesn't feel real good. I guess as long as we sit on our hands, Rotting Looter at least can't do much good. He still gets to loot one extra card a turn, but I think us swinging here is just not likely to win us the game. Yeah, we'll just have to hope that our draws going forward are better. We could swing with the champion. We could Luminous Bonds the looter. Perilous Voyage. Okay, that's gonna hit us pretty hard. Get to draw a couple of cards. Wonder if we should just need a chump block here though. He's coming in for 7. No, not with the looter. Okay. I don't know. I'm not chump blocking then though. Looting's good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Do we care about what my opponent's doing over there? I guess we're going to play Arterial Flow regardless. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I'm just, I don't know. I keep trying to figure out what my opponent would have, and I'm just not sure. Let's play Champion of Dusk, draw a couple cards. There's Raider's Wake. Can't play that quite yet. I think we are still just getting Arterial Flow. Although actually the Raider's Wake oh, I guess Exiles, right? But this is discard. That kind of wrecks Marauding Looter, for what that's worth. Alright, let's see what my opponent's last card in hand is. I really don't know. Because he's pitched lands and spells, so I don't know if it can be like a bomb. Okay, he's gonna exile it for value, which is okay. If he finds an instant, then he can... Oh, he could have cast it, I guess, if he'd found it, but... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, pitched a mountain. Opponent is down to Stone Cold 0 cards. Oh, okay, Secrets of the Golden City is great. Just to draw 3 is pretty fantastic, and what this deck I think is wanting to do. Okay, Traveler's Amulet. We're gonna see what my opponent's playing at some point here. And loots. Sure, Forsaken Sanctuary. Cracks Traveler's Amulet. Plays a mountain. Pirate's Cutlass. Not a bad one. So we can play Equips, Wing. I guess still not great with the Raider or the Vampire. I think we're going to play Raider's Wake. We have 9 mana available. Raider's Wake, Pirate's Cutlass, and Famished Paladin. I guess we could... We've got 9, so we could equip up the Vampire with the Cutlass, play Raider's Wake, make him discard. Maybe that's better. Alright, goal my Vampire. Gain us some life, trade with Dinosaur Hunter probably. Yeah. And we'll cast Raider's Wake here. That sweet sideboard tech though, so good, so good. Secrets of the Golden City, you got nothing on making your opponent discard 1 card. And lose 2 life. And it like blanks the Marauding Looter. Look at this value. Ooh, and we got a Deadeye Rig Hauler. I'm starting to wonder if my opponent played Secrets of the Golden City, like a Send deck that didn't quite come together. So 5 or more different convert mana costs. He's pretty close to flipping it. Is there anything you do with 1 billion mana? Watch as he just is playing like Tetsamok or something. Narrative Interloper? Yeah, maybe he's playing Tetsamok. That would definitely beat us. You may draw cards. He doesn't have to. I think I'm good. I will take it, and I will crack back at you. The Famished Paladin does a good job blocking that next turn, and it's not as good of an attacker. He did draw. I wonder if he doesn't realize that Raider's Wake's gonna burn him. It does burn him. Revenant's not bad. We equip up champion, but he go after it anyway. Guess his play. Yeah, I think this forces him to block, more or less, which isn't bad. Because otherwise the Raider's Wake will kill him. Unless he can somehow empty his hand. And play Vampire Revenant. And re-equip the Paladin. I guess actually we're probably better off equipping the Revenant. It's more likely to be important, because the Paladin's probably just trading anyway. Raider's Wake, so sweet. I think this is actually literally the first time I've ever resolved this card. Yeah, I don't know. Tetsamok, I would imagine, is the only thing I can think of that would fit in the deck. Either that or it's just a deck that didn't necessarily come together. I mean, we've been sandbagging this Luminous Bonds for a long time. I'm not sure if whatever bomb he has actually dies to it, but we do have it. Okay, opponent concedes. Yeah, I don't really know what to think of that deck. Yeah, I think if this was a real-world match, I'd definitely be like, can I see your deck? I'd love to see what win condition you are. That's a little bit hard to do online. I guess I'll just have to remain a mystery. 2-0 though, happy with that. I'll see you guys for our third and final match.